All right, guys, here we go. We're going to talk about the online homework now. Okay, before I do that though, just to be clear, because people in the past have gotten confused about this, our typical week has got both classwork and homework, which I mean, it's kind of weird because you're taking the class asynchronously, so classwork kind of becomes homework sort of. But the distinction is classwork is where I actually go over with you all the answers in these videos here. And that's when you're filling this thing out. You're filling this Google Doc that we talked about earlier out. So that's supposed to be super easy. It's just a matter of doing it, basically participation almost. Just do it, you get the points. For homework, you're going through MyLabMath. You click on this link, click on launch courseware, and it's going to take you to, there's actually two things here, the textbook and the homework. So let's open it up and see what's what. All right, so my view is going to be a little different from yours because I'm an instructor. Let's look at what the student view looks like. Okay. Shucks. I just realized there's no homework set yet. Okay, so far right now, because I'm doing this a little bit earlier before the homework opened, the only thing you see is the media. What I actually recommend, this is my expectation of you actually, is that when you're studying in a particular topic, that you would watch the videos that I post, do the classwork, right? And then also do something else from the textbook as well. So you notice I posted all these things from each section lesson media. The first day of actual class where we learn something, which is day 2 of week 1, we do 1.1 and 1.2. So my expectation is that you click on this link here and just pick one of these things. You don't have to do all of them. The first one is extra videos. Those are the book videos. You can watch that for an outside perspective, some other voice to say the information other than me. Or you can look at the slides. This is the one I would actually recommend. These are like PowerPoint slides. Or you can look at the book, textbook. Uh, the slides are kind of like a summary version of this textbook. Let me show you what that looks like. All right, let me. Okay, so here's how the textbook looks. You click on that thing, it takes you to the link right there. And you just read through the like a normal textbook. Yeah, 1.1, section 1 point gives all the important definitions, explanation, everything. Gives you some example problems. So good stuff. Okay, back to here. So my expectation is that you do at least one of these things for each section. Okay, that's not a graded assignment. That's just how we talked about math really being a language or like a musical instrument that you're learning. This is part of that extra exposure. You're trying to surround yourself with the information, or trying to just like get it from all different angles and all different sources. When I was learning a language, when I was studying, I was studying Japanese pretty intensely before, and what I did is I like listened to it. I would like do workbooks. I would like watch stuff. So like just getting it from a variety of sources helps you to really absorb it better. Math is the same way. Okay, assignments. So I'm gonna have to cheat right now because the first assignment is not posted until Monday. So wait, let me pause this video while I get that set up. Okay, guys, because the homework is not technically open yet at the time of me making this video, I had to kind of cheat to get to the homework. But basically, when you're in your course and you go to the assignments, in the week that you're in, you're gonna see not just the lesson media, but you also see something else that says homework, 1.1 homework, 1.2 homework. Those are the assignments that are, and then I'll give you also a due date. Those are assignments that you do as the homework assignments for the week. So in week 1, you have 1.1 and 1.2 due. And then it looks something like this. So here's 1.1 homework. It's got 17 questions. Let's look at question number 1. says, how is a sample related to a population? Zoom in a little bit. And I got 3 answers. The correct answer is that a sample is a subset of a population. But let's say I got it wrong. I'm going to purposely get this wrong. And it's going to say, okay, that's not correct. Tells me some information. And I can click on try again. Gives me either the same question or a related question. In this case, it's the same question. So this time, let's get it correct. And it says, excellent. Oh, it makes you feel good. Get the green check. And now, if I go to the next question, you notice that here it has a green check mark. That means from now on, it's counting as if I got that question correct. So it doesn't matter that you got it wrong the first time. As long as you eventually get it correct, you get credit for the problem. And just like that, you can get 100% on all your homeworks. What's the difference between a parameter and a statistic? A parameter is the numerical description of a population. Statistic for a sample. Well, let's say I got it wrong. Let's just say population both times. Incorrect. That's okay. Try again until you get them all right. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, other things that you can use. Let's say you're super stuck on a question. Like these are not good examples because they're multiple choice. It's pretty easy to figure it out eventually. But let's say you have a harder question later on. You get stuck. You can use these resources. If you click on textbook, it's going to take you to the correct section where it explains that thing that you need to know to figure out the question. If you click on get more help, there's an option to ask my instructor. And ask my instructor will send me the question that you're working on, and it'll allow me to send you an email to give you an exposition on how to answer that question. What else? There's also other help for certain questions. Not tech help. These are not great examples because these questions are a little too easy. Oh yeah, okay. So here's a question. It says determine the underlying number, statistic, or parameter, and then you'll see this. You see how it says help me solve this in the bottom? So if you click on that, then it basically walks you through the process to solve that question. Yeah. I'm just randomly picking something. Okay, so I got it wrong. It's okay. Okay, so once it goes through, it helps you solve the question, then it's gonna update the question to give you something new. And then in that way you can eventually get 100%. So helping me solve this will give you a kind of tutorial. Here's a link to a video this time. So there's different resources in the bottom. And the last resource, what do you call? I'm looking for not last last resort. Last resort is to just ask my instructor if you're really stuck. Okay. And that's homework, guys. That's homework. One more thing about homework. Not homework. One more thing about the course online system. There is something called study plan. Study plan, if you feel like you just need extra practice, then there's a bunch of quizzes. You can choose all chapters here, and then you can just choose a chapter that you want to practice. And this is if you're in the 78 class, it will be probably doing some of this kind of stuff. Okay, and you can just choose the kind of thing that you want to practice, and then it'll give you some extra practice problems. Or you can do a quiz. Okay, and that is the online homework. That's everything I have to say about that, I believe. So if you have questions in the future about anything about LaLima, about the subject material, about homework, about online access, or anything like that, feel free to email me. And that concludes our first day of class, guys. Yeah, that's it. All right, have a great week. Have a great day 2 coming up. And I will see you. Actually, I won't see you. You will see me, but I will not see you. But that's okay. Oh, I will, because you'll be in the Padlet intros. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.